الله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. All praises and adoration belongs to Allah, the Lord of incomparable and inexhaustible majesty. Beseech Allah to shower His blessing and His mercy on His Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu. I'm extending my greeting to every Muslim by saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And inshallah today we shall be discussing the danger of spreading atheistic ideology in the society. If you look at this, it is so apparent that since the inception of creation of humanity and the earth in entirety, there have been a kind of non-stop rivalries, war, altercation between the forces of light and the forces of darkness, and this shall continue till eternity. The forces of light stands in the tent of Allah, while the forces of darkness stand in the tent of Shaitan. But Allah said that the forces of Allah shall prevail, shall triumph. Allah said, Allah hinna hizbullah humul muflihun. So this is a confidence for anyone that stands with Allah. Such person will be winning, will triumph. So therefore, we need to know what is this atheistic belief. When you say atheistic ideology, it's an ideology that is deduced from the concept of kufr, concept of disbelief, as against the concept of theology, the concept of divinity, believes in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is why it is established in Islam that the oneness of Allah, the deen of Islam, is what is divinely recommended for humanity. Allah said this in Surah Al-Dhariyat, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِ. It said that I had never made man and the jinns except to serve me, to worship me. So Allah spelled out the purpose, the reason why He has created man and the jinns. In another version of the Quran, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam, when He sent him down to the earth, He said that اهبطوا منها جميعا فإنما يأتينكم مني هدى. He said, go, descend to the earth. My guidance shall come to you. Whoever follow my guidance, whoever follow my deen, whoever obey it, la yashko وَلَا such person will never regret. Such person will be guided. So this is the foundation. But the other way around is what human being has fashioned for themselves, because they believe they cannot see God. They believe they cannot discern God. So their attention are drawn towards what they can discern, what they can see around them. And Shaitan has promised to mislead man from the inception of creation. That's why Allah has warned us. He said, "La tattabi'u khutuwati shaitan." Do not follow the path of Shaitan. So, man, is under like 4 bondage, 4 barriers that will not give him the chance to follow the reality, to follow the facts, except if he can endeavor to understand the root cause. So when you understand the root cause, you take the analysis and you'll be able to decipher, to differentiate between the light and darkness. That's why Allah said, "Waman yakfur bitaghut wa yu'min billah." Whoever deny deities and believe in Allah, faqad istamsaka bil urwatil wuthqa. Such person has followed the firm and distinct path. Love is somala. It will never derail. So you must deny the path of Shaitan. You must deny it. And this path of Shaitan we're talking about, one of those barriers is Shaitan. He has promised to mislead man. And he has been doing that till now. The second one is Adunia, this life of ours. This mundane, ephemeral earth. This world. Allah said that. وَلَا تَغُرَّنَّكُمُ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا وَلَا تَغُرَّنَّكُمُ بِاللَّهِ الْغَرُورُ. Do not be deceived with mirage of this life. Do not be deceived by its content, because it is ephemeral. It's not realistic. Number 3 is human mindset. Our mindset is another problem. So we need to now go back to the roots. The root is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has explained vividly to you and I why we need to jettison all these aforementioned barriers. So it is very clear and very glaring that we need to follow the right course, because today, as there is a kind of claiming invitation to the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there's also invitation to the path of Shaitan. The Hizbullah wa Hizbu Shaitan. And this party of Shaitan every now and then are campaigning and spreading the ideas of non-beliefs, ideas of atheistic idols. They explore different means, different ways. And one of the means with which this ideological default is being spread around is through what we call the connectivity, the concerted efforts from these people. Look at it from the time of Prophet Ibrahim, time of Prophet Nuh, time of Prophet Isa, Musa, all the prophets. They also encountered this challenge from this, team of people that synergize to push away the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and establish darkness. Yes, they did everything possible. They work hand in hand. That's why Allah said that the non-believers, they synergize, they come together, they are in unity to spread their evils, except you Muslim, the believers, also come together, otherwise you'll be conquered. So they do this in unity. تحسبهم جميعا وقلوبهم شتى. They unified in spreading evils, and they explore different means. One of the means is they explore social media, they explore film industry, musician, awakening of the traditional belief, they explore education. They use different means to spread these evils. That is why if society today, we have seen a lot of means, one of which is money rituals. People believe that if you want to make money today, if you don't do rituals, you will not realize money. And they kill, they shed blood to make money. To the extent that it has become a norms among the youth. That is why you see Yahoo Plus. Number two is also, and that means that people spread today is the way the traditions, the governance, those old rules, the kings, the chiefs, the government in charge, they spend huge amount of money to sponsor and support the atheistic ideologies like Isheshe. You see Muslims who are ignoramus adhering to the fact that there is a dichotomy between religion. There's no dichotomy, I'm sorry. No separation between religion and the ideology kufur. Then we should do an amalgamation, let it come together. Allah said, Lakum dinukum waliyadin. They are not alike. How will you be a Muslim at the same time you're practicing kufr? It's not possible. It's not. That is what you see on daily basis, seeing them, you know, doing things that are against Allah's injunction. For example, we have, if you want to install a king to the throne, you must do it traditionally. You must shed blood. You must invoke the deities. You must invoke the demons. And that to go to the extent that if you want to consultation for things that happen to you presently or in the future, you see them, you know, consulting the oracles and abusing the authentication of the Islamic perspective on this issue. And this is un-Islamic because it is spread of evils. It is spread of calumny everywhere. And this will make everyone that adhere to it fall victim of the influence of shaitan. It drags such a person away from the path of light towards the path of what? Darkness. So we need to stand against it with our evils. It encourages love. Bad consequences in society, just the one we mentioned. Why will people stand that? If you want to, we want to do a kind of ceremony, or we want to embark on an occasion whereby every person, we have to observe curfew, no movement because somebody died, no movement because they want to install a king in the office, no movement because certain things has to be done in a particular area, and female are often the victims of this illicit practice. These are evils, and Islam kick against it. That's why Islam said that wa ilahukum ilahun wahid la ilaha illa wa rahman rahim. Your God who created you all is that Allah is one. There is no any other gods, no deities except Him. Islamic call is calling every one of us to come into the fold of Islam and be subservient to Allah alone and not another person. How could what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made subservient to human being be now be regarded as God? It's not possible. How you believe in shedding of blood to make money? How you believe in the servitude to stones, animals, human being like you? For crying out loud, you see that all these are illicit. With Almighty Allah to accept this little as an act of worship and meet us at the point of our needs. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.